Hey folks, welcome to John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. I'll tell you what, it's blowing, it's cold, and it is miserable out, but we're up on Lake Miltona in Minnesota, and it is our last ditch effort this year to catch a big muskie.
Hey, John Gillespie!
This is phenomenal. Massive Slob-O, big butt muscalungo. Hey guys, I got an 11 pounder. Look at that thing, man. Oh no. Look at the tummy on that thing.
That's a total.
Yes, folks, we're on Lake Miltona in Leaf Valley, Minnesota. And we were here a month or two ago, Pete, and we did really well. And we decided to come back and do some suckers. Now, you picked a beautiful weather day, didn't you?
I always do, John. We love lots of wind, makes it easy, and really helps when it's below freezing like it is today.
Well, you pick a day to go fishing around Thanksgiving time. You're going to get brutal weather, but you know, this is the time though where the big fish kind of move up shallow, right?
Generally, John, you get a movement this time of the year that's following a Tulibee Cisco forage base that's coming in to spawn now. So you've always got some shallow fish and fish on the edges here, but what you're hoping for this time of the year is the fish that have spent all of their year basically out in open water that are coming into these edges, hopefully to chase these Tulibees. And those might be the biggest fish in the lake, and that's kind of the plan. That's why we're out here in this.
Right. Well, you take a look at the Humminbird, folks, and you actually see the Tulibees up there, and they really do stack up in shallower water, and you and I have experienced that before. Now, when you see the Tulibees on the Humminbird, do you want to fish right in the middle of them, or outside, or both, or what do you do?
That's a real good question, John. I basically tell people if they're really thick and bunched up, you want to treat them like structure. Fish the edges, the inside edge or the outside edge generally, because if there's a super hungry 40 pounder like we want to catch right in the middle of them, they wouldn't all be there, right? So they're attacking from the edges. So generally, the natural inclination would be dive right in the middle of it, but actually it's best to work the edges of the heavy bait.
Well, we only have like a day and a half, 2 days to fish, so hopefully we'll get a bite or two. We have Dave Williamson with us today, who guides up here in this area, and a little bit later on in the show, I'm going to talk to Dave about the history of muskies in Lake Miltona. It's an interesting story, but we'll catch something maybe?
Oh yeah, we'll catch a fish.
All right, hey folks, so show what we're using and how we're using it, all of that coming up right after this.
Guess what? Slob-O is brand new and back for a limited time only. Check out the cool and hip new designs for adults and kids at the store at GillespieFishing.com. The new Slob-O is perfect for your favorite fisher person. The new Slob-O is available right now at the store at GillespieFishing.com. Hurry, there's a limited supply, so get your Slob-O now because it's the most slobbiest time of the year.
Gift giving is easy when you shop Mills Fleet Farm. Buy a DeWalt bucket, get 25% off all DeWalt hand tools and accessories that fit inside. A 12-inch Biaggia pizza oven, only $54.99. The Varmint air rifle, just $79.99. Keep your hands warm and dry in Ice Armor Edge waterproof gloves, just $26.99. And have fun in the snow, sleds, snowboards, and more, 20% off at Mills Fleet Farm.
Security meets mobility. Introducing the Ascent float suit by Clam Outdoors. Finally, a float suit that provides the security of flotation with the benefit of flexibility. Our exclusive motion float technology utilizes a segmented system that gives anglers unrestricted movement on the ice. And the Ascent float suit offers the same maximum breathability and warmth that you expect from Ice Armor by Clam. Security, mobility, Ascent. Pursue the ice.
From the makers of the best-selling Yamaha Grizzly and Kodiak 700 comes the all-new Kodiak 450, the world's only midsize ATV with Yamaha-proven off-road capability, all-day comfort, and confidence-inspired performance. The all-new Kodiak 450, starting at just $59.99.
At Jiffy, we break new ground. In fact, every decision we make revolves around it. The new Jiffy 46 Extreme is 49 cc's of unmatched power with a fixed position propane system and over twice the efficiency for low-end torque. Or go Ninja with the Jiffy 44 Pro, the lightest in its class, the best in power and portability inside and outside. The only ice augers built in the USA. Jiffy, we put the world on ice.
Hey, welcome back, folks. As I mentioned at the top of the program, a very cold, very windy fall day on Lake Miltona in Minnesota. And Pete, this time of the year, when you get the temperatures in the high 20s like we have today, it's pretty tough to cast. You can basically use suckers or troll. That's the two methods, right?
Yeah, really, you're stuck to vertical presentations. You can vertical jig and artificial, but basically, you know, just suckers, anything vertical, and then you can put trolling rods out. But yeah, right now, if you're casting, John, you maybe get 2 casts in, your reel's gonna ice right up.
Now, we're allowed 1 rod apiece in Minnesota, folks. So Dave's got a sucker, you got a sucker, and I got a sucker.
There you go.
We'll have fun, though, seriously.
We're all suckers.
But when we're sucker fishing, folks, and we've talked about it for years, what you're taking a look at is Pete's quick strike rig. And that is an awesome way and a safe way to fish muskies for the fish concerned. And when you hit that, and we've talked about it many times, you can put pressure on them, make them move away, and then set the hook.
You absolutely got to have moving away, John. So if they're moving away right away, then you set the hook immediately in the opposite direction. If you can't tell where they're moving, you lift and put pressure on them until they make a move and then set the hook.
Well, you get the first one. I don't want the pressure.
You don't like pressure?
No, you're going to set the first hook.
All right.
Pete, what should I do? Should I reel this other one up? We got one going. You got him! You got him!
Oh, I had him.
Oh, we missed him, huh? Darn it. Well, we've been fishing, what, an hour, and that was our first bite. Darn it. You know, I've been sitting in the driver's seat there with my head facing that way, so I'm not facing into the wind. You're sitting up here. It's kind of blowing right on your face.
It is, and it's cold.
Yeah, it is. But no, looking at the locator, 28 feet of water here, folks, and Pete was talking about fishing break lines before. Right behind us here, we're not 30 feet from grass. This is really a steep break we're fishing, huh?
Yeah, it is, John, and that's what you like to see this time of the year because you can actually attract fish from probably as deep as 40 feet of water here, but you just zigzag and bang, and it helps you pattern where the fish are coming. So for instance, you know, you get a strike when you're heading out or right when you bang in, you know you might want to suck in a little bit on some of the other spots too. Not all of the spots are as steep as this, but it's nice because it helps you to pattern the fish to a certain extent and allows you to, you know, basically cover a lot of ground. Even though a fish may be sitting real shallow or real deep, you're actually able to cover it all here with a zigzag pattern.
No, I was just sitting there and I looked, I thought, you know, here
I know, you were like, whoa!
Whoa, we're only 30 yards from the grass.
With ice in it.
Yeah, but this is 27 feet of water, and that's how we caught that last fish in, was 24, 25, something like that. Yeah. All right, well, hang in there. Keep facing into that wind.
Oh, I will. I love it, John.
I'm going to go sit here where I'm not facing into the wind. Dave, nice hook set, buddy. Way to go, buddy. Way to go, buddy. Oh, yeah, way to go there, man.
Ronnie, the big one.
It's a big fish. It's a big fish, you guys.
Fish.
It is a big fish, Dave.
We got to get to that.
Well, we're getting it. Pete's coming. Ooh, there he is. There he is. Beautiful fish. Look at the size of that thing. That is a giant. Oh my gosh. Holy cow. Come here, buddy. Oh, come here, buddy.
Man, we had to work for that one today.
Well, I'll tell you what, folks. We've been dragging suckers for what, about 3 hours?
Yeah, and big wind. Oh, it's been a tough day so far.
Now, did you spot that on the Humminbird before you hit?
Yeah, we had kind of mentioned back there that we saw one come up off the bottom, and boom, it came up, grabbed the sucker. Good deal.
I want to thank Dave, by the way. He is keeping his face into the wind, running the Minn Kota the whole time, and it is not pleasant out here, is it, sir?
No, we were just talking about that. But yeah, go.
Well, no, that is wonderful. Before you hold this thing up, though, you've been guiding this area for a long, long time. What is the general history of Miltona and the muskies?
Well, the first stocking was in 1979. They stock it every other year with Leech Lake. strain muskies. But it's loaded with tullabies, suckers, just tons of forage for these fish. They grow extremely fast. They get real big. It's a pleasure to be able to fish this lake every day.
Well, you know, Minnesota's got a lot of great musky water, and what you said to me this morning really kind of stuck in my craw. You're telling me that this could be the best musky lake in the whole state?
You know, a lot of us guides throughout the state are talking that this might be the best lake in Minnesota right now. Just not just for size, but number of fish. The DNR's done a real good job with this lake.
Well, give me a dude.
Yeah!
No, give me a hug. I mean, that's a good fish. Is that a big one, Pete?
Oh, it's a nice big fish, Sean. I don't know if it's 50, but it's 49 if it's not 50.
And what kind of an area are we working here?
Super sharp break, John. It's one of those spots you like to try this time of year. Bait's stacked up on it. What Dave's able to do is go in and bump, like in 15 feet right at the edge of the weeds, sneak back out to 35 and just kind of zigzag along this break. And he saw the fish come up on the graph, and we're watching, and then all of a sudden, bang, and it took off towards the shallows after it hit.
Oh, let's take a look, Dave. Oh my gosh,
Oh, yeah.
Look at the size of that muskie, buddy. That is a giant. Oh yeah, that is
And a
a
wiggler.
gorgeous fish.
It's a wiggler.
Yeah, it is. How many pounds is that, Pete, do you think, buddy?
Oh, that's got to be a low 30,
Yeah.
I would say. Yeah.
Yeah,
There, now we're talking.
You don't mind the 26-degree weather and the 5-degree wind chill when you see something like that.
It's pooping all over.
Yeah, there you go, buddy. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at his ice armor by Clam. Holy
just
cow.
lost 3 pounds.
Oh, there we go.
Pooped all over my lake. What? Oh.
Let her go. Let her
better
go,
get her
man.
back in.
That's awesome, man. That is great.
He just wants to
Oh,
get
there
her.
she goes. At the top of the program, we were talking about this time of year and the fish that live deep come up shallow when the tullabies spawn. Now, that was a white one, so what does that mean, Dave?
Well, there's, you got about half and half in these lakes. Half the fish relate to the weeds and structure, and then you got the other half of fish that are out in the deep water chasing tullabies all year, eating real fatty forage. And you can see with the weight of that fish that fish is, eating pretty good.
Yeah.
But they actually do acclimate, though, John, to their location. When they're down deep in that deep water, they'll stay white. Now, if that fish would stay in the weeds for a couple of days, it would turn brown eventually.
Yeah, but when you see those white, well, we're here at a perfect time. I mean, this lake could freeze over in a couple of days.
Yeah.
And the tullabies are definitely up spawning, and you're full of musky poo. Look at the musky poo. Musky poo. We were fishing Lake Miltona in Miltona, Minnesota. A 7.5-hour drive from Milwaukee, 8.5 hours from Chicago, and 2.5 hours from Minneapolis. Folks, AMSOIL makes a product to make everything you own run smoother and better. And today we're going to talk about firearm cleaner and firearm lubricant. Dan, this is a great product.
Yeah, John, every time that you're out hunting and when you come back, you want to make sure that you got firearm cleaner and lubricant in your hands, and then clean your weapon up. You start off with the cleaner, especially in these areas around the firing pin and mechanisms, and then come back with the lubricant.
And the spray is great because you can get it in there.
The spray is a new product for us this year. We had a drip bottle last year. A lot of people asked for the spray, and the spray, you can really get it into some of those fine areas. So when you're out deer hunting and you pull that trigger, you don't hear tink.
It's always going to be a clean shot. And for more information,
www.amsoil.com.
No matter what you're chasing on the ice this winter, Acme Tackle has you covered. From the innovative Hyperglide and Hyper Rattle series to legendary Castmaster, Rattle Master, and Sidewinder spoons, or the all-new professional grade tungsten series, Acme Tackle has what you need. Visit acmetackle.com to check out our full product assortment. Acme Tackle rattles louder, glides further, and glows brighter. Get hooked up with Acme Tackle.
I fish the Great Lakes, the small lakes of northern Wisconsin. What I love about the Recon is the amount of fishing space that I have, the way it gets on plane, the way it rides in big waves. It's just a great all-around boat.
They get up on plane quick, and you don't deal with porpoising like you do in a lot of other boats. These boats run flat.
This boat is so stable. You can have 3 or 4 guys on one side of the boat, man, and it is just perfectly stable.
These boats are designed by fishermen. Big space in the back here where I always fish, and then 2 up fishing in front. A lot of room up there as well.
And the great thing, the Recon is considerably less expensive than other boats in its class. To custom design your own Recon boat, go to reconboats.com. You know, folks, fishing this late season stuff, you really look for a lot deeper water than you do in the summer. And these Lake Master chips are great, Pete. You can see how these points come out, and you want to like fish the edges of these areas here.
Yeah, in a lot of cases, the edges, John, and like, you know, you see how you, first of all, you got real deep basin right out there where you're going to have Cisco's and Tullibee, they're right next door. And then what you're pointing to there, those black lines, the real tight ones, those are super sharp breaks. And you got real distinct structure that sticks way out into the deep water. You got a very distinct point. That real tight inside turn you're looking at right there, that's the spot that's probably real good. But any of that real sharp breaking stuff can be real key.
And generally speaking, what do you have any depths wise? Is it like 15 to 50 or what type of?
Well, it all depends on the lake, but I would say more like, you know, 15 to 25, John. But what it allows you to do on those real sharp breaks like that is it allows you to explore a lot of depth without covering a lot of ground. So you can bang into 15, be right back out to 35. You can be watching for forage, seeing if you know, the great thing is with the sonars, you can see the muskie come up in a lot of cases, and you can pattern the fish that way in a real tight zone.
Yeah, it's amazing how we fished before this stuff was.
It really is cheating compared to, you know, the way I used to learn lakes. It's hard. I mean, you can see the spots you want to concentrate on.
Yeah. Another one. Oh, Dave. Oh, Dave. Oh, man. What happened, man? You see him on the locator first, and he just come up and grab it?
Just came up and grabbed it. I thought I had him running away, but...
yeah.
Shoot.
You know, when we talk about these quick strike rigs, you know, a lot of folks don't think they're high percentage. You really look at it, you do usually catch, I'd say 8 out of 10.
Yeah. That was just a bad hook set on my part. I thought I had him running away, and he must have turned on me when I set.
I don't think it was a bad hook set. Don't blame yourself, man. It's 25 degrees out here. We're enjoying ourselves. You know?
The chicken was tasting good at that time.
Yeah, he grabbed a piece of fried chicken that we brought along, man. And but he just all of a sudden, huh?
Yeah, out of nowhere there.
A little bit too windy to start our grill today, you know, and cook the Johnsonville Italians we brought along, isn't it?
It is, but it sure would have been nice to feel the heat.
Well, that's all right. You know, Johnsonville has so many wonderful products. We got you covered today, and you know, the holidays are coming up, and there is nothing better than the selection of Johnsonville summer sausages that they make. Today I have one of my favorites. This is Johnsonville garlic summer sausage, obviously all premium cuts of pork, and it's naturally hardwood smoked. And, you know, great for people that are coming over for Christmas and the holidays. Put a cheese plate out with Johnsonville garlic summer sausage. They'll love it. I made you a sandwich today, so what do you think, buddy?
Very good.
Isn't that outstanding? And again, you know, for the holidays, folks coming over, it's great to serve a platter of that. Real easy and tasty.
Yep, we're going to get some.
It's now time to announce this week's winners of the Mills Fleet Farm John Gillespie's Waters and Woods 2017 Fishing Contest.
This week's first winner is Adam Wakowiak of Stevens Point. He caught this 53-inch muskie on the Wisconsin River on a plastic. Jay Herbrand of Merced, California boated this 31-inch walleye on Paguchi Lake on a Wolf River rig. Dennis Wiegand of Brookfield caught this 43-inch northern pike on the North Channel on a bucktail. Steve Judkins of Sullivan, Wisconsin, boated this 15-inch crappie on a Waukesha County lake on a crappie minnow. And this week's kids winners are Dayton Couliard of Green Bay. He caught this 30-inch walleye on the Bay of Green Bay on a crawler harness. And Griffin Christensen of Wasaki, Wisconsin, caught this 24-inch bass on Crooked Lake on a worm.
Mills Fleet Farm has everything you need, from your fishing license to snacks. Mills Fleet Farm, your outdoor headquarters.
Let us make this absolutely clear. The days of wasted casts and missed opportunities are over. New Mega Imaging takes fishing into the megahertz range for the first time, because higher frequency sonar means higher frequency of this. Without a doubt, it's the most detailed picture of the world below ever. And it's only from Humminbird.
Well, we finally got a bite, David. Don't miss him, David. David, nice hook set, Dave. Nice hook set, Dave. All right, buddy. All right, buddy. Get that net, Pete. Get that net, man.
Got hooked very good. Get up here, get up here.
Get up here, Pete. Pete, Pete, go, 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 go. Oh, hurry, buddy, hurry, buddy. Okay, all right. Is he hooked good, Dave? Okay, okay. Here he comes. I think.
You ready?
All right, guys.
Yeah.
All right, if you can just get him up here, David. Just get him up here, buddy. Ooh, look at that tank. Look at that tank, Pete. Ooh,
Oh, yeah.
Pete, that's
Nice
a beautiful fish, Pete. Oh, Pete. We gotta
Don't
get this
Pete
fish,
me.
buddy. We got, oh, it's big.
It's a nice one.
It's a nice one. It's a gorgeous fish. Look at him. It might be a 50. That might be a 50-incher. Oh, come on, guys. Other side. Other side. Oh, jeez. That is a gorgeous fish.
Net over here.
It's way over here, Pete. Way over here,
I'm
Pete.
freezing onto the side of the boat.
Oh, there he is. There he is. Oh, please, you guys.
You got him. You got him.
Yeah, Dave, way to go there, buddy.
Oh, was that stressful? Oh my God.
No, turn around. Why was that stressful?
No, we have been fishing really hard here the last couple days, and the fish have just been so negative. Battling huge wind and to get bit after these, we've been out here, what, 4 or 5 hours?
Yeah.
So,
But you know, that's fall fishing, though, you know? That is
You
fall
were
fishing.
kind of panicked on me.
oh man, the
Get him,
pressure
get him,
was
get
on.
him, get him, get
I'm
him.
sorry.
Well, folks, as we've said throughout the program, it's 25 degrees out. And this is not what you would call relaxing fishing. And I hear you're running the boat for us all day and you don't say much except, come on, fish, bite. And finally they did, you know? But
So what's interesting is that we saw this fish
yeah.
come up and look at one of our suckers. I literally looked down and I could see the big white, and I'm like, oh gosh, you know, and he didn't hit it. And then Dave made another lap through.
Well, that's a 48, 50-inch fish. I can't tell until we get him out.
I think this one's a 50.
I do. Well, when I first saw him, I mean, a 50-inch muskie. But Dave, you know, you guide up here on Miltona all the time, and this fall fishing, it's not a bonanza. You got to work for these fish.
Right, right. You got to put your time in. A lot of days you only get one chance, so you got to capitalize on it.
But,
Is that why you were so panicked?
Oh, I was panicked.
you notice I didn't ask to set the hook.
Oh, yeah.
We wanted the onus to be on you, sir.
You know, and the pressure was on. If I lost that one, it would have been a tough deal.
Oh, there we go, folks. Oh, is that a tumbler?
That's a big one.
Can you stand up? I don't know if you can, but that is yeah, that is a 50-inch
hold that
fish.
sucker out, Dave. Come on, it's easy to hold that one out.
All right, Pete, give us your estimate there, buddy.
I'd say it's 50 even.
50 even?
50 even, not as heavy built as the other one. It doesn't carry it in the tail as much, but it's got a nice belly. I'd say 50 even on the length.
Well, was it worth it today, guys?
Oh, absolutely. Are you kidding me? I'm bleeding. We got a big fish.
Wait, hold your hand steady there. What happened to you?
Just a little gill raker.
Well, hold it
when I
up.
was
I
trying
can't
to-
see it. Yeah, hold
It's
it
just
up.
blood.
There.
We love blood.
No, seriously, that just from the gill?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's just, you know, when it's really cold like this, it's not even bad. It just bleeds real easy.
Well, one more hold up, buddy. I just think, you know, that is just an awesome fish.
Well, that that skin's gonna freeze here.
All right, let's get this girl back in the water.
Make sure you're following us on Facebook at facebook.com/Gillespie Fishing for awesome behind-the-scenes photos and giveaways. This week, we're giving away a $100 Mills Fleet Farm gift card. You can use this gift card online or in the stores. To enter is simple. Make sure to like and share this photo.
For more information on fishing muskies on Lake Miltona, call Viking Bay Resort and Lodge. That number is 218-943-2104. 943-2104.
The future of boating is here. Now, get all the thrilling performance of an Evinrude E-Tech G2 in the new 150, 175, and 200 horsepower.
Bass fishing's fun, but half of these tournaments is like a boat race, trying to beat everybody down the lake. And with that Evinrude E-Tech G2, it's like driving a Corvette. That thing is passing everybody.
All the best-in-class torque of the Evinrude E-Tech G2 is now available from 150 to 300 horsepower.
This is a whole other level. The G2 is awesome.
To learn more, visit evinrude.com.
If you fish, chances are you've used a Mustad hook. That's all we use.
Come on, get him in there. Army tank there, Dale. Oh, there is a big boy. I mean, I just can't believe this, folks.
Oh, let's see him, buddy. Look at that.
That 10 seconds, though, makes a big difference, buddy.
Well, that one is a gorgeous fish.
Is that pushing 3?
It's 3. We're going to weigh it.
Mustad, the world's largest manufacturer of fishing hooks. Get the point? We did. Well, folks, this is the official closing of our muskie season for this year. I'm kind of sad, but let's look back at the 2 fish we caught the last 2 days. When you really think about it, Pete, that's not bad fishing when you get 1 big fish a day.
No, that is not bad fishing at all, John. And we had to battle things here. I mean, both days we had extreme wind and below freezing, so we're real limited on where we can actually fish. There's other spots that Dave would like to fish. Can't do it, you know. But even if we could fish everywhere we wanted to, that's not that uncommon. And when you get 2 big fish like that, that's a great trip.
Hey, Dave, want to thank the Viking Bay Resort, and for folks that want to come over here to Miltona, that's a great resort, isn't it?
Oh, it's great. My clients have stayed there for years. They do a great job. Clean rooms, great facilities.
Good people.
Yeah,
nice.
Really good people.
Yep, I agree. Well, thank you, buddy. Appreciate it, man.
You, John.
Yeah, we had a good time.
Yeah, pleasure to end the year with you.
And I like your ice armor outfit, too.
Hey, we needed this.
Yes, we did.
Yes, we did. And folks, that is our show for today. Please join us next week. I don't know where we're going to fish yet, but we will find a place somewhere. Until then, I'm John Gillespie, hoping to see you enjoying John Gillespie's Waters and Woods.
Hey, don't